Tamil Nadu, the home to many iconic places in the country, a state that represents hope and memories. Hope and memories that pride the human species. When you think of this beautiful state, I'm sure you feel pride. I'm sure you feel the memories. But what do I remember? Come, I'll show you.
0.55 seconds is the batsman's reaction time. And this one's dispatched to the point boundary, and that is Srikanth's 100. Well played, Krishnamachari Srikanth, not out 100.
I remember a man facing the fierce likes of Michael Holding, Joel Garner, and Malcolm Marshall. I remember a man smoking them around the park, sometimes even without a helmet.
There is the man. That's the applause and appreciation.
I remember reading about a young boy having been born in a country that didn't quite have the best resources for tennis. I remember reading about him defying all odds in England in 1954, announcing our entry into the world of tennis and paving the way for the ones to follow. I remember reading the word Grand Master associated to his name on the paper. A man who spoke like a child.
This was about a year and a half after becoming a grandmaster. Traveling in a train, and so there was this man just started talking to me, and he said, what do you do? He said, young man, let me give you a little advice. Sports career is very risky. My advice to you is not to make a living from chess. I mean, if you were Vishwanathan Anand, you could do it, but it seems unduly risky in your case.
But made the world bow down to him with nothing but his intelligence.
And look at Anand display his skill, his accuracy, and his moves moving quickly, showing just why they consider him so fast and so rich a speed player.
I remember this state adopting its two sons and making them their own. It was love at first sight.
That's what we love. That's what we love. And whenever we play in Chennai, it's the understanding of the game the spectators have and the way they appreciate the cricket. I think that's what makes it such a special place. So I'm happy to be back in Chennai. Of course, it's my second home. I've spent a lot of time.
And while we cheered on for our guests, I remember not forgetting the prodigy of our own, setting our standards so high as time progressed.
That's got to be a super over. Has it got all the way? It has! This is unbelievable from Dinesh Karthik. That's a six.
And in the process, I remember discovering a whole new source of pride for the state.
Wonderful. Two real heroines of India.
I remember sitting in my engineering class, watching some of the finest off-spin bowling from someone hailing from the same background, the same struggles, the same hurdles.
And I did it because I actually struggled it. I actually slogged my entire sweat out there to actually do engineering and cricket. It used to be extremely hard. And extremely hard is an understatement.
I remember watching him rise, where he became not only the best, but became powerful enough to stand his ground no matter what.
It is there within the rules of the game. I don't know where the understanding of spirit of the game comes, because quite naturally, if it's there in the rules, it's there.
And speaking of power, I remember the shining back-to-back gold medals that were brought to the nation. And most recently,
ஸ்கூல் படிக்கிறதே அந்த கவர்மெண்ட் ஸ்கூல்லையே படிக்க சாதாரணமாக அந்த நோட்டு பென்சில் புத்தகம் வாங்குறதுக்கே எங்களால் முடியாது.
Absolutely castled his star. Natarajan has got 3. More for 14, surely India's home.
today, let's take a moment A moment to acknowledge the sporting talent that has come out of the state. A moment to remember every soul that made that walk onto the field with the pride of Tamil latched onto their hearts. A moment to appreciate the ones who work behind the scenes. A moment to look forward to the ones to follow as the future seems bright. A moment to acknowledge every local hero that brought laurels to the state. A moment to support anyone who's just taking up a sport. A moment to support anyone who's trying to find their way. And a moment to remember every single athlete or fan who didn't make Tamil Nadu a home for sport, but made sport a home for Tamil Nadu.